Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am Adilah Nazri and I am with my two other friends, Nurul Syafiqah and Atikah. We'll present to you guys about our mini project that is called ice cream manufacture process. So first of all, in this project, we have to develop a project that is related to industrial automation process, and we have to use at least 2 timers and 1 counter in our ladder diagram. Next, we are required to use Logo Soft Comfort software to construct a PLC ladder programming of the proposed project. So after some discussions with our group members, we decided to develop an ice cream manufacture process, and that process and that simulation will be explained by my friends.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Atikah. So I am going to continue the presentation with some explanation on the designs of the system. So let's take a look at the system. The system will consist of 2 tanks, 1 freezer, 1 pasteurizing machine, 1 stir motor, 1 fill-top motor, several sensors, 2 valves, 3 conveyor motors, 2 timers, and 2 counters. Overall, the system will consist of 8 inputs and 9 outputs. Next, I will generally brief about the mechanism of the system, as the detailed explanation will be then introduced to you in the simulation part. So, the mechanism of the system will start once the start push button is activated. Once the start push button is activated, valve 1 will be activated and freezer 1 will be activated. Freezer 1 will be activated throughout the entire process. Valve 1 will fill in tank 1 with the ingredients until level sensor 1 detects it as full. Once the level sensor detects it as full, the stir motor will be activated for several hours to blend the ingredients. The stir motor is the first location of our timer. Next, the ingredients in tank 1 will be transferred to tank 2 by valve 2 until level sensor 2 detects it as full. Once level sensor 2 detects it, the tank 2 as full, the pasteurizing process will begin. This is where the second timer is located, the pasteurizing machine. Once the whole pasteurizing process is done, conveyor motor 1 will be turned on and the top sensor will sense the presence of top. If there is a presence of top, the fill-top motor will fill in the top until another sensor, which is the full top sensor, detects the top as fully filled. Once the top is fully filled, conveyor motor 2, which is attached to the freezer, will be activated and transfer the top to the freezer. There will be a counter at the freezer which will count how many top has gone through the freezer. Once the counter has fully count as 12 dozen top, the box full lamp will be activated. Then, the conveyor motor 3 will be activated and there will be another counter to count how many boxes of ice cream how many boxes of ice cream has been boxed, and it will then go to the transfer lorry. So that is how it generally works. Next, let's go and see some animation. So this is the animation of our ice cream manufacturing machine, where the fill-top motor is filling the ice cream top until the top sensor detects it as fully filled, and then it will go to the freezer. So the detailed explanation will be then proceed to be introduced in the simulation system. Thank you.
Last but not least, the simulation. So now let's look at the simulation video that I have recorded before. So as we can see, when the start button is pushed, valve 1 and the freezer will be turned on. So this valve 1 is used to put the ingredient that have been put in the machine into another tank. So valve 1 will be closed when sensor 1 detects that it has reached the required level. So after that, the motor will automatically turn on for 3 hours, and then valve 2 will turn on after the stir motor is stopped. So valve 2 will only stop when sensor 2 detects that all of the mixed ingredients have been moved into tank 2. And then after that, the pasteurization process will start for 3 hours, which will make for 3 seconds for the simulation. After the pasteurization process has stopped, conveyor motor 1 will start to move. So this conveyor motor is used to fill the tub with the pasteurized ice cream. So when the tub sensor detect that there is a tub under the fill tub motor, the fill tub motor will start to turn on. This fill tub motor is used to fill the tub with the ice cream. So the fill tub motor will stop when the tub full sensor detects that the tub has been fully filled with ice cream. So when the tub is fully filled with ice cream, conveyor motor 1 will start to move again to fill the next tub. And then the tub that has been filled with ice cream will move into the freezer like has been shown in the animation before. And then the conveyor motor 2 is used to move the ice cream that has been freeze in the freezer into the box. As we can see, so when ice cream has been freeze, the conveyor motor 2 will bring it up and into the box. And then the tub count sensor will count the number of the number of tubs that have been moved into the box. So each box will contain a dozen ice cream. So therefore, when the tub count sensor detects that there is 12 tubs in the box, the conveyor motor 2, the box full lamp will start to turn on. And then conveyor motor 3 will turn on, which will move the box into the lorry. And each lorry will have 12 boxes of ice cream. And then the box into lorry sensor will detect when there is a 12 box in the lorry. As we can see, it will detect every boxes that has been moved into the lorry. It will count until 12. When it reaches 12, all of the processes will stop. As we can see, all of the processes have stopped, even when we did not push the stop button. So that's all from us. Thank you.